And we welcome you to the south side of Chicago and Wright Field. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Tampa Bay Rays going up against the Chicago White Sox. First pitch coming your way next. And towing the slab, Davis Martin. What do you have on him?
Well, I'm interested to see how he utilizes his sinker to this lineup, Boog. You know, it's not necessarily his go-to primary pitch, but he does mix it in when he needs it. He's just got to make sure that it's not flat. Otherwise, it's going to get hit hard. So look for him to throw it up there when he needs a big double play, a ground ball, something like that to get out of an inning, change it up for a hitter. Also, get those hitters looking down so that it opens up the top of the strike zone, especially late in an at-bat.
The 0-1.
That's outside.
Swing and a ground ball. One out in the top of the first.
Batting second.
Now a look at Kevin Cash's lineup for the Tampa Bay Rays. One guy swinging a hot bat recently, Yandy Diaz.
Well, these days we know teams, they put a game plan together for every hitter in a lineup. But a guy like this, they circle him, make sure he doesn't beat you. So they put in a little extra time and effort on how they're going to approach him. He can be a huge difference maker when he's hot. So it's going to be fun to see how they try to work him right here.
Jonathan Aranda in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball. Aranda with a homer in his last game. South side of Chicago just getting started here. Oh, great stop to first, and they get the out.
Batting third baseman, Junior
Caminero in the box. He hasn't wasted any time hitting homers in the bigs.
Yeah, his 2025 season was unreal, Boog. 45 homers at such a young age. In fact, he's the fourth youngest player ever to hit at least 40 homers.
The list of guys that did it quicker, pretty impressive.
Yeah, Ronald Acuna Jr., Mel Lott, and Eddie Matthews.
Line drive, base hit right field. And that keeps the inning going.
Batting fourth.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Johnny DeLuca, the next to hit, takes outside. The 1-0. Swing and a ball popped up. My draw settles underneath it. And that's the third out. Time for the White Sox to go to work. No score. This is White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. And starting on the mound for the Rays, Drew Rasmussen. Well, Singy, he's top 5 in strikeouts across the league. Probably the least surprising stat of the day.
When you're mixing pitches like a DJ, fastball, change, sweeper, just spinning hitters into the dirt.
The way opponents have fared against him this season, you'd think the ball was invisible. He's turning at bats into auditions for air guitar.
The Alex Miniak special? For my money, I'll take Jimi Hendrix with Eddie Van Halen as a close second.
The 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Lifted in the air down the left side. And that'll get down for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Didn't exactly square that one up, but sometimes you don't have to. That line drive isn't going to light up StatCast or anything like that, but it gets the job done. And he just kind of caught it on a weird spot of the bat, but he didn't get cheated with the swing, that's for sure.
Now it's the White Sox catcher, Kyle Teal.
Ball, that's down.
For whatever reasons, this is a hitter that performs better in night games. We'll see what he brings in this one.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Rasmussen, 30 years old now, and he was selected to the All-Star. Runner on the go. The 1-1 is fouled off. Mydroff gets his lead at first. Nobody out. And a 1-2. Curve in the dirt.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely, and that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
First and second, no outs. Colson Montgomery now at the plate. That's in there. Strike one. Out to short, Williams. One at second. Over to first.
No, he's
safe.
in.
Batting fourth.
Tough play right there. Didn't really have enough time to set his feet and make a strong, accurate throw. Had to rush it, but he got it off, and he got it there in time to get that out at second base.
Andrew Benintendi up to the plate.
And Boog, I'd say he's due.
Ball, that pitch is up.
There's the strike. That's a base hit. Runner from third in to score.
Well, a swing like that can help you come out of the struggle. We saw the numbers coming into the ball game, but all he's trying to do at this point is help his team win.
First and second, one out. Munetaka Murakami will hit next.
This might be the most pressure you put on this guy today. You got one run in, you got to try to get another one or maybe two.
Runners at first and second with one gone here in game one of this three-game set. There's one. Double play.
He's out.
What a twin killing to end the inning. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now a 1-0 ball game. Top of the second, and stepping in for the Rays,
Right
Jake
fielder,
Fraley.
Jake Fraley.
First pitch strike right there for him. He's going to have to do that consistently if he's going to give any length to his skipper.
And that one is lifted in the air. Acuna coming on. Great effort as he's able to haul it in. And a quick out, number one.
Batting sixth, second baseman.
Here's Gavin Lux to hit. Here comes the 0-1. That one fouled off. Goes down looking.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
So up next, Nick Fortes. Swing and a ball popped up. Mydroff moving under it. And that is that. Nothing doing for Tampa. They trail here 1-0. Here on the south side, we head to the bottom of the second. Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Vargas.
What a stop. Over to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Batting seventh, center fielder, Luis Angel Acuna.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Luis Angel Acuna. And that's in there at the knees. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. That one's sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Batting eighth, left fielder, number 17.
Now here is Sam Antonacci. 1 for 4 in Sunday's game.
Ball.
Ball to strike. Comes up empty. That's strike 2. Started after it. Appeal to third. That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won around.
Everson.
So digging in, Everson Pereira.
Ball 1.
That's to third, Caminero. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Well, kind of the story of their season so far. Things just not clicking into place. Fundamentals on all sides of the ball are lacking, and it's tough to win games at this level if you're not playing clean baseball as a team.
First and second, 2 outs. Chase Mydroff steps to the plate for the White Sox. They get the force. Inning over. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Back here on the south side, Chandler Simpson, top 5 at batting average. It has been a nightmare for pitchers this season, Singy.
Yeah, the swing is simple, Boog, repeatable and deadly. Remarkable consistency.
Martin back to work. Every at-bat looks competitive, Singy.
Yeah, and he's done an excellent job taking advantage of mistake pitches, too. Produces game after game, no matter who's on the mound.
Flares it into the outfield. Full extension, makes the catch. What a play.
Batting ninth, shortstop.
This dive wasn't the result of a bad route, Singy. The only reason he made the play is because his route was so good.
No doubt, Boog. StatCast tells the same story. I mean, he got to his spot as quickly as you can possibly get there, and he had to in order to have a chance at that diving play. Just special.
Carson Williams, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Got him looking for the K. That's the first slurve we've seen today. Good luck hitting that pitch.
Oh, that was a pretty poor at bat. He just never got the bat off of his shoulder. I mean, you got to go up there looking to swing at some point, especially once you're down 0-2. And at that point, make an adjustment, look to put the ball in play if it's anywhere close. And I'm just not sure what the plan was there.
Diaz in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On to first. Inning over. Rays go in order. 1, 2, 3. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back here at the ballpark,
And leading off
coming
for the
off
White
a
Sox,
tough series
catcher,
offensively, and a look at those numbers. Here comes the 0-1. Drilled in the air out towards right center. Brings it in with a nice run and grab. And there's one down.
Nothing instills more confidence in a team than a center fielder who makes a great play like that on the run. They can feed off the energy he brings just from his playmaking abilities.
The 0-1. Hit in the air, left field. Simpson under it. And there are 2 outs.
Up next for the White Sox, designated hitter.
Benintendi to the plate. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Right through there for a strike.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Got him. That's the 3rd out. Inning over. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. But they're on top 1-0. Back at right field and stepping in for the Rays, Jonathan Aranda.
Well, these Rays just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Well struck right field. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Around first, heading for 2. And the tying runs at second base with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the full side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Junior Caminero getting ready to hit. 1 for 1 with a single so far.
That's a ball.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Man at second. Ground ball right side. It squirts through. And they get it in quickly. First and third now with nobody out.
Now just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Now at the plate, Johnny DeLuca. That misses, and that's ball 1. Rays down by a run. Top half of inning number 4. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. And downstairs.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
On the ground, right side. And they won't get him, and he goes first to third on the error.
A potential double play ball hit to first is probably the toughest one to execute cleanly. That first baseman has got a very tough throwing lane to deal with because of the runner headed to second base, and a lot of times guys try to throw over or around the runner, which can really mess up a throw like that. Still, definitely an error, though.
Next to hit, Jake Fraley.
Outside.
Runners on the corners, no outs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. In to score from third. They take the lead. It's 2-1. He's in there.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
So runners at the corners. Nobody out. Gavin Lux digs in now. No outs. Runners at first and third. That one outside. Ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
On the ground, 2 ball. Feed to second, that's 1. They get the out, but the run scores on the twin killing.
Up next for Tampa Bay, catcher Nick Fortes.
Base is empty after the double play. Nick Fortes, the next to hit. Flied out his first time.
Yeah.
He swings and fouls one off. He goes down looking. 3 runs for him here, and they move ahead. We're midway in the 4th. Rays 3, and the White Sox 1. Here on the south side, bottom of the 4th, Munetaka Murakami steps to the plate for the White Sox.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
The 0-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Miguel Vargas getting ready to hit. And a foul ball. There's a strike. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. The Rays up by 2. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does. And you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
Acuna stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. Foul ball. 2 down, nobody on.
Ball 2.
Two now. Swing and a miss. And he strikes out the side here in the 4th. Rays 3 and the White Sox 1. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far.
Wait a minute, we all just need a minute. The party been started, we all just need to finish. If I buy a chain, I'm doing it by myself. And I'ma get a pennant that's it.
Ball 1.
In the air to left center. Antonacci takes it in for the out. 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop.
And here's a look at
7.
how he's using his pitches in this one. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Carson Williams. His first at bat was a strikeout. And base hit. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
Up next for Tampa Bay, the designated hitter.
So the
Yandy
Rays
Diaz.
batting order turns over. Yandy Diaz now at the plate. Fastball for a strike. Ground ball left side. Off balance speed. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. Home half of the fifth coming up. Rays 3 and the White Sox 1. This is White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. Back here on the south side, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. And he hits a ground ball right side. Tosses to first. One pitch and one out.
Up next for the White Sox, right fielder, Everson.
Now it's the right fielder, Everson Pereira. He's 0 for 1. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. Fastball for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
The White Sox trailing by 2, last half of inning number 5.
That's inside.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. The 2-2 stays alive. And that's a fair ball. And they have their first hit since the second inning.
Hey, whatever works, right? Doesn't have to be impressive. Pitcher's away, so he definitely pulled off it there. Not what you want to do with the pitch in that location, really, but he was able to guide it into the outfield for the knock.
My drop at the plate now. That's ball 1. On the ground, could be 2. Lux for 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. 5 innings complete. Rays 3 and the White Sox 1. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moments so far.
So all hail the honorable. It's to my real ill heavyweight hitters, go-getters, 50 ways to make figures. They come on the spot to fail sisters like the head rail spitters, kids on the ziggas. When it's ugly, then the club is lovely. Dogs be sipping.
Now pitching for the White
And
Sox.
we've got ourselves a pitching
Number
change.
22.
Noah Schultz.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Now the number 2 hitter, Jonathan Aranda. The 0-1. On the ground. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Safe at first. No play. We'll see how they score
Up next
this.
for Tampa Bay, third baseman, Junior.
So man
Caminero.
aboard, Junior Caminero next to hit for the Rays.
Aye.
Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2.
That's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Here's a 1-2.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Now Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking. Foul ball.
Well, he was ready for that fastball right there. Really turned on it and hit it hard. Had the distance, but just too much hook to it. So might want to make a little bit of an adjustment. Let it travel a little more and see if you can keep that thing fair.
Got him looking. One down.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
On the ground to the left. And foul ball.
Ball.
Man at first, one away. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
And he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
On the ground to third. Dives and he can't hang on. To first and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Up next for Tampa Bay, right fielder.
First and second, one out. Jake Fraley will hit next.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
That one's upstairs, ball one. Right through there for a strike. Going to count 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. Two on, one out. This one in the air, center field. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Now a relay to third. There's the tag. They get him. And that's the inning. The Rays strand just the one, but they still lead it 3-1. Back at right field. Now it's the White Sox catcher, Kyle Teal. And takes low for ball one.
You know, these White Sox, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Got the bat going too soon at strike two.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
One up, one down.
Bill, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Montgomery.
So up next for Chicago, Colson Montgomery.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Ripped to third and caught. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Designated hitter, Andrew
Benintendi up here.
You want to be patient here. Try to work a walk if you can. You've got a big power bat behind you in the on-deck circle, and with 2 outs, 1 swing can put you right back in this ball game.
Two down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the sixth. To the right side. The throw to first. And Benintendi is out. And the White Sox go quietly. Rays 3 and the White Sox 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Second baseman Gavin Lux.
Activity in the pen for the White Sox. Brian Hudson, the young lefty, looks to be getting himself ready. Hicks also throwing. Fastball in for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Set down on strikes. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. It's hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Here's the catcher to hit, Nick Fortes.
Hey!
And now the 0-1. That's hard hit on the line. And there are 2 down.
Up next for Tampa Bay, left fielder
2 down, base is empty. Here's the left. Fielder, Chandler Simpson. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Two down, nobody on. That one the other way. And a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Now batting, shortstop
Carson
number 7.
Williams, the next to hit, 1 for 2.
Hey!
Runner on the go. And that one fouled off. Here's the 0-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
In the dirt. Simpson off of first with 2 away. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. Caught him looking for the K. 1 left for Tampa, and the score stays 3-1.
Now pitching for Tampa
We're back
Bay,
in a new pitcher here to
number
start the bottom of the
65.
7th. Jesse Schultens. This is his 5th appearance of the year. Leading off,
And leading off
Munetaka
for the White
Murakami. He's got some power, no doubt.
Munetaka Murakami.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. They'll keep both their challenges. That misses, and a count 2-1. slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Here's a 2-2. Struck him out looking. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Vargas in the box for the 3rd time today as he takes that one off the plate.
Pitching has been pretty dominant in this one, but you got to be careful not working with too big a lead. They could get right back in this ball game if you're not careful.
Just
Inside ball
missed.
3.
Slap the other way, foul. The Rays leading by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Three and 2. Payoff pitch. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, this is exactly what you're looking for from your bullpen arm when you roll them out there to start a new inning, hold on to a small lead. Just such a stabilizing effect. And not only get the first 2 hitters, but to strike them out. That gives everyone on defense a big boost of confidence.
Acuna in the box again. Takes a strike. In the air, right field. Fraley drifts towards it. He's there. He's got it. And the inning is over. Down in order go the White Sox. Score holds. It's 3-1. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian Hudson. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Back to the top of the order. Now it's the DH, Yandy Diaz. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3.
Well, these Rays, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've already seen 8 line drives from them, and it's always a good sign when the ball is jumping off your bat. And that's what this offense has been doing so far today.
Up the middle. A dive. He's got it. Throw to first. In time. Got him.
Well, this is obviously a tremendous play, but for me, it starts with a well-broken-in glove. To have the confidence to go down, knowing that ball is going to be right in the pocket, so you've got a clean transfer, pop back up to the feet, and fire across the diamond. Outstanding job.
Now, here is Jonathan Aranda. There's the strike. Gets the strike. That was the sweeper. Action in the pen down there. Sean Newcomb, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. And they'll do it again. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Well, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you can get the bat to, but right there, he was clearly anxious. He was swinging when the ball left the hand.
This one in the air, right field. And that's a foul ball. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. On the ground. And that's just foul. The 0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And that extends the inning.
Up next for Tampa Bay, center fielder.
So now it's the four-hole hitter, Johnny DeLuca. 1 for 3. Flares it into the outfield. And that's a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Now the tag at third, and they got it. That's the third out. The Rays strand just the one as the lead remains 3-1. Here on the south side, out of the bottom of the 8th, Sam Antonacci steps to the plate for the White Sox. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Next to hit, Everson Pereira.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. That one is foul, and he'll see another. The Rays trying to protect a 2-run lead here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Liner caught at second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Second baseman, Chase Mydroff.
So up next, Chase Mydroff. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. Just missed. Antonacci, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Swings and misses at the sweeper. Fouled off. He was late. The tying run at the plate. Softly hit to third. Lux for 1. Double play. They can't seem to break through. Inning over. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 9th inning coming up. Rays 3 and the White Sox 1. You're watching White Sox baseball on the show, Chicago. Back here on the south side, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, it looks like they've been spreading it out pretty well in this one, Boog. Spraying the ball all over the yard. Good team effort at the dish. And this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Jonathan Cannon, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Fouled off left side. Oh, and 2 now. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges. One down. And stepping in for the Rays, Gavin Lux. 0 for 3 in this one. Swinging a foul straight back. This one in the air, center field. Acuna under it. That's out number 2.
Up next for Tampa Bay, catcher.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Brian Hudson gives way. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher.
Now pitching for the
White Sox going with a new arm,
Number
Jordan
44.
Hicks. He's into the game with the bases empty. Nick Fortes digs in now. Right through there for a strike. And that one hammered. And that's a foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Got him looking. That was pretty nasty. Rays 3 and the White Sox 1. Bottom of the 9th. Downs the White.
Catcher
Griffin Jacks comes out trying to close it out.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
There's the strike. Teal wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. Liner caught it second.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Montgomery in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. The Rays trying to close out a 2-run lead here in the last half of inning number 9. And it stays fair. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay throw, but he's in there easily.
That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left. Now a huge at-bat in this game coming up.
Andrew Benintendi steps up. This one ripped, but foul to the right. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never had a chance.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. White Sox down to their final out.
Well, he showed a lot of conviction with the fastball there, not just because of the velocity, but also the ability to command it on the inside part of the plate. The last thing you want to do with 2 strikes is just get too far in there and it gets away and it hits the batter. So when I see a 2-strike fastball bunch up a guy like that, it tells me there's a lot of confidence in that pitch.
Tying run at the plate and delivers outside.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
They're down to their final strike. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and that is the ball game.
It's always nice to grab the opener of a series. You come into a new ballpark and just sometimes things aren't as comfortable as what you've been used to. The mound doesn't look straight. The background isn't what you like, but they didn't let any of those things distract them. In fact, they looked like they were playing a home game. Excellent job to set the tone for this series.
And your final 3-1. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Pa' que me la modele, ya las heridas no le duelen, yo le traigo pa' que se revele.